We're starting out with some clouds in Springfield this morning and a couple of light and spotty showers up to the north around Nevada, that I-49 corridor, and then near Lake of the Ozarks and Fort Leonard Road, a few light spotty sprinkles there too. Most of us are dry this morning. The temperature is at 72 degrees in Springfield right now, 69 in Monette, and 66 degrees in Branson. We're looking at a couple of clouds as we head through the day today, and we'll keep that spotty shower chance, especially up to the north. So a few showers possible with that high at 87. I think at Springfield that rain chance is probably healthiest earlier on in the day, and then we'll have some lingering clouds later on this afternoon and evening. Temperatures in the 70s at the fair by 9. So hour by hour we keep that spotty rain chance for the northern half of the area, and again it should stay pretty light. Temperatures in the 80s. Overnight tonight, we stay dry until midnight, then a stronger storm complex comes in by tomorrow morning with more heavy rain, lightning, and it's just more widespread. But look at where it stays. It stays in the same spot until about noon and then breaks up and becomes spottier. Temperatures in the 80s. We're going to do that again, setting up that heavy rain in the same spot Friday morning and Saturday morning. So we set up a limited flood threat to the west where we could drop a couple of inches of rain just because that heavy rain keeps hitting the same areas over and over. Then as we head through the afternoon, those rain chances become a little bit more scattered, but we're still looking at some scattered showers, storms, and lightning at the fair by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday afternoon, so you want to keep an eye out on that. The temperatures come down a little bit because of the clouds and rain in the low to middle 80s. Lauren?
Elisa, thank you. We've been following breaking news all morning. An overnight shooting has caused a large police presence in Springfield. Let's check back in with our Hannah Zettel, who's live on scene.
Lauren, good morning. We are here on the 1300 block of South Estate Avenue in Springfield. 2 people have been taken to the hospital after they sustained gunshot wounds from an event late last night here on South Estate Avenue. Police arrived on scene and they could confirm that happened. They were taken to the ambulance. A neighbor had called in just before midnight this morning to report hearing those gunshots, and now police have blocked off this area until they receive a warrant that they have been waiting on. Again, this is on the 1300 block of South Estate Avenue, that is near Bennett and Capalta Street, but the road is blocked off, so if you do need to get through this area, you will have to take an alternate route as they do await that warrant. Those 2 people are in an area hospital and they are expected to survive those gunshot injuries. But for now, reporting in Springfield, Hannah Zettel, Ozarks First.
Thank you, Hannah. Also making news now, 2 crashes claimed the lives of 3 people total yesterday. A crash near Willow Springs killed 2 teenagers. Zachary White and Jonas Smith were driving on Highway 181 when their vehicle went off the right side of the road, overcorrected and flipped. 2 other teens in the vehicle were not injured in the crash. Only one of them was wearing a seatbelt. And in Laclede County, a man on a bicycle was killed after being hit by a car. Ronnie Miller was riding westbound on Highway MM just east of Lebanon late last night. A car also driving westbound approached Miller, but because of the nighttime conditions could not see him. The collision ejected Miller from the bike and he was pronounced dead at the scene. We have education coverage to get to. Officially, the first day of school can no longer start more than 2 weeks before Labor Day here in Missouri. Governor Mike Parson recently signed legislation that pushes back the first day of school beginning the 2020-2021 school year. Some school districts in the state are adding more hours to each school day, ending up with a longer summer. Springfield, though, is not one of them.
One thing that Springfield Public Schools is committed to is maintaining the same number of days so that our students have that same ability to access quality learning year-long.
1,044 curriculum hours is what's required for a school year. Those numbers remain the same. We bring you some more local news now, as the Springfield Fire Department is now using an online tracking system to make sure fire alarms, extinguishers, and sprinklers are up to code. The system notifies businesses when equipment tests are needed, and some good news already, several faults have been fixed that may not have been noticed otherwise. We also want to let you know the Missouri Job Center is hosting a panel discussion to help businesses hire justice-involved individuals. The panel is scheduled for today at the Missouri Job Center on East Sunshine. The event begins at 8 a.m. and the panel begins at 8:30. Several centers, such as the Ozarks Correctional Center and Department of Corrections, will participate in the panel, as well as Apply program participants and Job Center staff. Keeping crime in focus, a Missouri man will spend 19 years in prison for enticing a Lawrence County child. 51-year-old Kevin Noser of Potosi pleaded guilty to communicating with a 12-year-old girl to engage in sexual activity. The FBI and Highway Patrol tracked the girl down. She was with him in Potosi. He will be supervised for the rest of his life after he serves that sentence. A woman accused of stabbing a man to death will appear in a Texas County courtroom today. Sarah Pullen was arrested and charged for her part in the stabbing death of 36-year-old Larry Tucker in his home. She was charged in May of last year with second-degree murder, 2 counts of armed criminal action, and first-degree assault. That hearing is scheduled for 10 a.m. It's your right to know. An Oklahoma man is dead after a trip to the Buffalo National River in Arkansas. 54-year-old Troy Roderick fell off the tailgate of a pickup truck as he was riding back to a campsite after a day of swimming on the river. Roderick was taken to a Harrison hospital where he was pronounced dead. And around the region, police are warning residents to keep an eye out for black bears in St. Louis County. Although the vast majority live south of I-44, more and more are showing up in the St. Louis area. So many have been spotted that the Department of Conservation is cautioning residents to stay away from the bears to avoid upsetting them. Dan Zarlenga with the Department of Conservation says residents can expect more bear encounters in the coming years and offers some advice if you happen to see one.
The thing you do not want to do is approach the bear for any reason, even to take a selfie. And you do not want to turn and run away from the bear either, because that might trigger a chasing instinct.
Now, the department also warns people not to feed the bears because that can cause some problems as well. A man linked to a shooting in Fayetteville was sentenced yesterday. 27-year-old Emmett Cosin was sentenced to 2 years in federal prison for possessing a firearm as a felon, followed by 3 years of supervised release and a fine of $3,500. Back in March, Cosin pleaded guilty to possession of a firearm and possession with intent to distribute less than 50 kilograms of marijuana. In July of 2018, Cosin was arrested after allegedly shooting at JJ's Grill on Dixon Street. Witnesses say he was asked to leave the restaurant after a fight. That's when he returned to the restaurant and opened fire. Now, we also have a few Google trends to mention. There have been a few national shootings this week. The first one is going to be on CBS this morning. Actually, these are both stories you can find on CBS this morning, which is out of California in Gilroy at the Garlic Festival. That was breaking news earlier this week. Investigators now say they believe it was just the one gunman, a 19-year-old. They believe he acted alone when he killed 3 people and injured more than a dozen others. So originally, police were searching for what they thought could be a second gunman.
Okay.
They've said now they think he was acting alone. And then the second shooting, of course, was the more recent one at a Walmart in Mississippi. Investigators are looking into the cause and motive there, but they believe it was a disgruntled employee. And in both investigations, they're taking a look at how these shooters got their hands on guns and what that looks like moving forward. So those are both stories that you can stay tuned to CBS for and catch a more in-depth report coming up next. We also want to take one more check at the weather, though.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of spotty showers possible today, but otherwise a mix of sun and clouds and 87 degrees. Our unsettled pattern sets up with some heavy rain Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
All right, so you will have a chance to get out there at the fair. Don't forget, it's free ride day. Enjoy your Wednesday as we take a live look down in Branson. You can always catch your news on ozarksfirst.com.